Ooh, that looks tasty. Welcome, folks, to the Hungry Gamers, back with another part in our Wander playthrough. And this is the first scenario in scenario 3, and part 3. And part of that means that we are going to have some new stats on the enemies, so they're a bit stronger, a bit more dangerous. And I'm happy to say that I have located the high tide box, so the next mission that I do, I will be able to include those enemies as well. So what I went ahead and did is I selected the scenario where we went towards the water, because that's the one that frankly, I've never done before. I've done the others, I've never done it, so I decided I wanted to try this one out. And it's a cool, different style mechanic, and I'm going to tell you the story and what's going on in just a second. But first, let me talk about the characters and how I'm going to be using them this time and their gear. So I'm going with Reyna and with Mary again. For Reyna, I'm going to be using the attack reroll because I'm just going to try to go all out attack on her. And for her relic, I gave her the speed rune, so she has another hit point and she goes faster. And then for her defense, I've given her the urchin armor, so again, stronger defense, and if she crits on a defense, she'll hurt them back. And the bucket helm for a little more defense and some knockdown. Then for her accessories, we have the attack glove for +1 attack, and then the flotation device. So attack if she's in the water, but more importantly, she can move through the water easily. And then, usually I've been going with a spear with her, but part of the gear that I got last time is this cool new saw sword, which with all the different attacks that she has is really gonna, I think, be really useful in these places where there's more than one enemy. Now, and for the first time with Mary, I'm not going to take the melee ability for the spells because we have to move fast on this one, and I'm going to be less concerned about killing things and more concerned about just knocking them down and moving on with her. So I'm actually going to take this defensive ability over here that lets her do knockdown if she does a critical defense. Then as far as her gear goes, I've given her the Fish Fiend to kind of hang out and fight with her. Mostly I think it's just going to be running interference and blocking stuff. And I mean, maybe I should have given that to Reyna because she can move through the water, but I'm going to go with it as is. As always, I'm going with this Tidal Blast. I think that knockdown is just going to be way, way too good. I wish I could get a better one. I've given her the Scale Helm for a little bit more defense, the Scale Armor for some more defense and some more hit points, and then the Speed Boots. And this is a new one that I got, this Soul Amulet that's going to let me heal every time I defeat somebody, heal anybody close. And I believe you actually do count as close for yourself, so I think it'll also heal her. Now, as you can see, this is a very wide map. I just barely have this edge in. This is actually the edge squares of this tile. And as I move this way, I'll probably just clear this whole tile off because I definitely won't be going back. So this one is the Rising Tide Trap. The wanderers followed the flow of water into a long, dark corridor. Clearly it was once used as a place for pirates to dock their boats underground. Numerous doors broke the long hallway into separate chambers. Wading into the long corridor, the wanderers were surprised to find the first place in Barnacle Bay where there are no cultists, no danger. Turning back, the wanderers heard a demonic laugh cut through the darkness. It was Elder Bane. All the doors slammed shut and the water began to rise. In the darkness, the wanderers heard the voice of Elder Bane all around them. "This is where the sea reclaims its lost children." The wanderers couldn't get the door they entered through to budge. It must have been magically sealed. They turned towards the large dividing doors, and if they could open them, they could return to the surface, but they would have to hurry. So what's going to be happening here is I have 10 turns to get myself all the way over here to the end. And you'll notice that each of these tiles is totally blocked off from the next one. That's where all these darkness tiles come in. On each tile, there's one of those red objective tiles, and all I have to do is find that, and then all the walls will go away. So this one's not about killing the things, it's literally just about getting to here. And I have a total of 10 rounds to do it. And I'll just mark that right there with this cool stone die I got when I visited Rome. So I am on turn 1. And I have another die for later because obviously that's only 6 sides. Okay, so this is going to be a bit of a tough one simply because I have to level up a little bit because I definitely need that third action for the extra movement. So I think I'm definitely going to have to ignore all of the treasures that are out there. That's just not going to be worth my time. And I'm just going to try to race all the way through. Hope I get lucky. I'm going to try to just move straight forward here and take these guys out as quick as I can. Step here, and if I'm really lucky, this will be the one that I need. So I will start out. So I'm starting out with Reyna, who no longer has reach with a spear. I'm just going to take one step forward. I got 5 dice of defense to dodge the single attack here. And I got that, so I'm fine. And then my second one, I'm going to just straight up do an attack. I have 7 dice. I have 8 dice because I'm in the water. Oh, I could move forward 2. I think I should. I'll go ahead and move forward 2. So I have 8 dice because I'm in the water. And basically every wound that I do, I will get to cleave one and wound another one for free. And so I'm going to attack the grunt there because the grunt is not in the defensive position. And if I'm lucky, I'll just take both of them out. The grunt has 2 defense and 7 health. So somehow I need to get to 9 damage here to take out the grunt. Okay, and I do have an attack reroll. All right, and I have 3 crits. And that's another crit. And another crit. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is exactly what I need. So that immediately kills the grunt, and I do 1 cleave per wound. So that's going to be 9 onto this archer, which will be enough to take it out also. And that immediately jumps Reyna up to 2 XP. Then we have the brutes, they do nothing. Mary gets a free turn here for a free move. She moves 1. Her first action, she moves to here, and her second action, she's going to go on to this first one right here. And yes, I got lucky. Now, of course, what it does mean is that I have opened up myself to attack, but I think that's preferable than getting myself and losing a turn. I should be able to take 1 round of attacks and be fine. Then we have the archers are going, and there are none, and the grunts go, so these 2 will step up here, and they will both attack, and they're in the attack position, so I'm taking 4 damage, but I do have 5 defense dice, so I'm feeling pretty okay, because again, I only have to block 4, and for each crit, I'll get a knockdown. Okay, well, there's my 1 knockdown, and that is a crit, but so I take 3 damage, but I do knock 1 of them down. So, not the best. I'm probably going to have to wind up using a potion before too long, but for the moment, I'm okay. I have 3 hit points left. Not terrible, and again, I do have that soul amulet that will help. And then we're back to the top of the round, and boom, 9 turns left. So I'm going to start out and just go 1 and 2, move Reyna right up there, and I'm doing 8 dice with the saw sword, and I'm going to hit the one on the ground. So if I can manage to do 8 damage, I will take that one out, and then actually also, well, take the other one out. All right, so I do have a reroll here. Okay, and then I have my 2 crits there. Get rid of that. All right. And so 1 gets blocked. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I do 5 to both of them. Now the brute goes, and the brute does something new. The brute now actually moves 2 spaces. And so that'll, I believe, push. I get to choose where that gets pushed to. So I'll push him there. The brute shows up and hits Reyna for 2. And Reyna has 5 dice here. Okay, and I block both of them. Sadly, I got no crits. Now it is Mary's turn. I'm going to start out. I'm just going to boom, hit them, try to knock everything down really quickly. And so she has a 4 dice of attack, so not a lot, but really I'm going to aim for the downed grunt is what I'm aiming for here. Good, I got there, and nice. So I will do 1 damage to the downed, 2 damage to the downed grunt, which is enough to take it out. And I will also get to heal 1 for that with my soul amulet. Go ahead and I will move forward 1, 2 there for Fish Fiend, and then 2 to here for Mary, who has to stop in the water. And that's her free movement, and then I'm going to hit the downed brute here. And I did make a mistake. Reyna should have taken 1 damage because the brute is in the attack position. But I'm going to go ahead and hit it for, it's got 2 armor because it's laying down, and maybe I'll get some lucky damage here. I did get a crit, and nothing. Oh, that was dumb. I should have just moved again. Oh well. Poor choices. Okay, the archers don't do anything, but the grunt is now going to attack my fish friend here, and it'll just kind of soak up the damage there for me. And my fish has a defense of 3, taking 2 from the grunt. And there's a crit. So 1 damage on the fish fiend, but it keeps everyone else safe for the moment. And then boom, we are on to round 3. Okay, we're back to the top of the round with Reyna. So here is where I have a tough choice. Do I want to hold on here and try to kill these things, or do I just want to move on? I think I just want to move on. So I'm going to go ahead and roll my defense against the attack from the grunt there as I move away, and wow. So I do take a damage from that, and then I'm going to move 1, and then move 1. And that's going to be her entire action. Oh wait, she can move through the water. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and then, oh, the hard question. And then I'm going to go 1 to here and hope I get lucky again. I did not. It's one of the only times I'm actively upset about getting some treasure. But let's see what I found. And I literally have found a cannon. I'm going to leave that on the ground, but that's going to be a fun thing to hold on to for if I ever wind up using someone that's doing a lot more ranged. So I'm going to leave that there to wind up in my stack for later. So unfortunately, I didn't get what I wanted, but, well, I can deal with it. So the brute is going to stand up for its turn. Then I'm going to have Mary just try to knock it right back down. And I do knock it down. I got my crit there. Ooh, another crit. Ooh, another crit. Okay, so I actually only did 1 damage to it, but that is okay, because that's not what I'm going for. I'm just trying to get out. Then I will take my free action and move to there, and then I will take my normal walk and go 1 and 2, and hopefully this one will be it. And it is. Nice. Now, of course, the real danger here is I've now just opened myself up to attacks from everybody. But again, I'm not worried about that because I just have to get there, and I'm really stressed about time. So now the archers can now see, so they're going to get to go, and they will simply step up 1. And the grunts, so I'll start with this grunt right here. This grunt, again, is going to attack the fish fiend for 2. And I'm just hoping that I can make this defense just to kind of hold out a little bit longer. Well, there's 1. So I defended 1. Fish Fiend has 1 health left. But that, again, that's okay. I'm literally using the Fish Fiend as bait, which is a great pun. And these 2 here are going to hit Reyna for 4 damage. She has 5 dice, and if I can get some crits, I'll do some wounds and some knockdown. Here we go. Come on, crits. Okay, so 1 crit and 1 block. So I'm going to take 2 damage here, which puts me to 4 out of 6, but I did do a crit. So not only do I knock 1 down because of my bucket helm, but I also do 1 wound to it for the urchin armor. All right, and now we are in round 4. Okay, so I have Reyna first. I think what I need to do is I need to clear this out. The only problem is there will be a spawn right away if I do that, but if I let it spawn here and run, I think that might be the way, and I might even get lucky, and because then I get another action, and if I could step on that, I might clear that away, which would make this like the fastest win ever. So Reyna has 7 attack dice, And I'm going to go with the one on the ground. So that means it has 1 defense. I only need to do 6 wounds to kill it. Okay, I do have an attack reroll. Nice, I have a crit. Ooh, another one. So that goes away because the defense 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That will actually kill this one, and that 7 wounds will kill that because of my saw sword. Now that does create a spawn because that is her 2nd level, which means she has 2 actions left. I have to remember that. And I wind up with three archers who are going to show up, and I'm going to put them right behind me. And oh gosh, well, I'm gonna have to hope I can dodge. I think I'm gonna use my 2nd action, and I'm going to use my potion to heal myself for 3, and then I will use my new 3rd action, and I'm going to simply go 1, 2, 3 because I have that speed rune, so I do have the speed to do that. And then I'm gonna have to hope that Mary can knock all of them down for me. All right, so I have to defend 1 here, and they will poison me if they hit. But the good news is I did get my defense, so I slip away easily. Okay, then the brute will get up, and so Mary is going to use her free movement to here. I'm going to leave Fish Fiend over there, and I am hoping for a crit here to get the knockdown on all these archers. And I did not get it. That will do 2 damage to 1 archer, which doesn't really do much for me. So I'm going to have to hit him again because all those archers will just be punishing if they hit me. Whew. Well, I killed the one I had, so I don't have to do anything else, but I do knock down these other 2. Mary at 3 XP. Oh man, I wish I had 1 more kill, but I don't. All right, so that is it for Mary. These archers will simply stand up while these will advance. Then we have the grunt who will again attack poor old Fish Fiend there with its 3 defense. Come on, give me 2. Yes, I blocked all 3, so Fish Fiend will stay around another round. Okay, I'm feeling good. I think I probably got this. No, I was supposed to be on round 4. I went to round 6. Anyhow, now I'm on round 5. What to do? So I have a choice. Either, well, it could be up here, obviously, but do I want to go for here or here? I think I'm going to go for here only because it's easier for Reyna to do that. And then with her 3 attacks, 2 extra attacks with the saw sword, I should be able to take those guys out. But the question is, do I want to move into the water to have that extra defense reroll in case I fail on that? Because I think I have the time. I'm not worried about time. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3. Step in with them. And so now I'll have 8 dice. So I got 2 actions left. I get 8 dice. And they have 2 armor and 4 health. So here we go. Okay, well, oh, that's bad. Use my reroll. Okay, that's something. That's a crit. Okay, so 4. So I did 2 damage to 1. Actually, 2 damage to both of them. So this is, ooh, boy, this is tough. So I've got to do at least 4 hits, and that will take both of them out. Oh, geez, not good, not good, not good. Oh, wait. Oh, good, okay. I did it, and I got my 1 reroll. All right, so 5. 2 go away from armor, which will take this one out, and the other one gets taken out again because of that super cool saw sword. And that will put Reyna to 6 XP. More importantly, she's not going to get killed right now. Okay, then the brute is going to attack the Fish Fiend. Yes, because the Fish Fiend is there, and it goes for the closest one. Oh, that is huge. Fish Fiend's no way Fish Fiend's going to survive this. That's going to be 3 hits. It only gets 3 dice, but it has served its purpose. Yeah, it blocked 1. So Fish Fiend goes away. I will be able to resummon it later if I want, but it did stop that attack from happening on Mary. Now it's Mary's turn. See if I can knock these down. 4 dice. Need a crit. Come on, crit. Dang, no crit. So I do 1 damage. Oh, well, that does take out, nope, almost takes out the 1. And I'll attack that one again. Here we go. Oh, I got my crit. Ooh, another crit. All right, so I don't do any damage, but I do knock them down. And then I think I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3 in the water, but it'll put me in a safe spot. And the archers will go, they will stand up. The grunt will step to here. It's got a whole bunch of damage on it right there. And then we are in round, I think we're in round 6. So you'll notice that the die moved. I accidentally knocked over my microphone and it knocked a bunch of things around. So I think I'm now in round 6. I may have just cheated myself out of a round, or maybe I gave myself a round. I'm not totally sure, but it should be okay as long as one of these isn't a big spawn, because I should be able to hit all 3 of these on this round. So here goes Reyna. I'm going to step 1 to here. There it is. Oh, nice. And that gets rid of these walls. And then for my second action, just going to step to there, be done. The brute moves 2, it chases me down. Then Mary will take her free action to move 1. Her second action, 1. Or her first actual action, move to there. Last one, move to there. That is it. Victory. That is so cool because I have never even... That is the only time I've ever gone down the route of not leveling up, and it actually worked out. Every time I try this and it goes poorly for me, but this time it actually worked out, and I'm super excited about that. So here I've made it to the end. It was pretty quick, pretty easy, though Reyna actually did almost get killed. Mary's got some decent damage on her, but that really worked out. I think I really built these heroes the right way for this one. Emerging from the underground corridor, the wanderers stumbled onto the beach outside of Barnacle Bay, bathed in the muted sunlight that seeped in from behind the overcast clouds as they caught their breath. A voice called out to them from a battered and beaten otter sitting there on the sand. Suffering from a head wound, the otter told the wanderers he had helped a number of townsfolk take refuge in a nearby hideout. He was worried that the cultists might find the refugees soon. The wanderers began to help the otter, but they were interrupted by the sound of the church bells ringing. The otter nodded to the church and said that it was surely Elder Bane calling on his congregation. As if that wasn't enough, the crackling sounds of portals opening could be heard echoing out from a nearby tunnel. So we have a choice. We can either go help the refugees, we can go to the church where Elder Bane apparently is, or we can go deal with all the portals that are opening. So let me know which one you think I should do, if you'd like to see a different character. Again, these are 2 heroes are really working well lately. I will say that I'm hoping before the next one to have attempted to paint these models here. I've kind of embarked on trying to gussy up my models a little bit because I'm not teaching this summer because of shelter in place, so I needed a new hobby. So for kind of all the minions, I just kind of did that, wash them and dry brush them to make them pop out a little more. It's not great, but they do look a little bit better, I think, and I'm going to try to actually paint the heroes. But in any event, that is it, folks. This one was way easier than I thought it would be. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I'll have the next one up hopefully sometime next week. Please leave your comments. If I made any mistakes, let me know. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.